Monicum here at Allsmiles as a psychologist. And today I wanted to talk a bit more about my last topic, which was cognitive schemas. And schemas are the brain's way of organizing information about ourselves and others and the world around us. And it creates this both behavioral and cognitive patterns which we act on, often without even noticing it ourselves. And a part of these schemas is something called automatic thoughts. They are very quick and automatic thoughts that go through our head that everyone has, and you have several, hundreds of them each day. Some people have more positive and other people have more negative automatic thoughts. So I want to talk a bit about how we can learn to identify these thoughts we have, because they influence both our behavior and the emotions we experience quite a bit. So for example, say you are reading a book, and it's quite complicated and you don't really understand what you're reading. You then might think, this book is very complicated, I will never understand it. And after that, you start feeling sad and you close the book and give up on trying to read it. So what happened in the example there was that a situation, reading the book and not understanding, gave rise to a thought, an automatic thought. This book is too complicated, I will never understand it, which gave rise to an emotion, which was sadness, who then made you want to avoid and distance yourself from the book. Situations give rise to automatic thoughts, which give rise to emotion and also behavior. And to identify these automatic thoughts, like I talked a bit about last time, it's good to stop. And when you notice a drop in mood, for example, and think about what went through my head right now. It can also be helpful if you're thinking back to a situation. Try to imagine yourself being there again, what was happening around you, which people were there. Try to feel the same emotions again, and think about what thoughts popped into your head, what made you feel the way you did. And another way you can also identify these automatic thoughts is to give yourself an opposite question, meaning, like in the previous example, when you're thinking back to yourself reading the book, ask yourself, did I feel happy about not understanding the book? No, is probably the answer to that question. And that starts to get the mind working a bit. When you're starting to cross out thoughts that you know aren't true, when you narrow down to what your real thoughts were. And when you successfully identify an automatic thought, you should start to question if it's completely true or not. For example, like in the example before, you thought, I will never understand this. Could there be another possible explanation? Could it be that you were tired and not very well rested when you tried to read the book? Or could it be that if you go back to the book again and reread it, will you understand it then? And those are probably more accurate ways of thinking and explanations. So it's important to stop and reflect about what is happening in your mind when you notice yourself feeling negative emotion, for example, or doing behavior that you maybe regret afterwards. So take your time and practice on identifying